Hello and welcome to the Marine Channel. We're here at the Palma Boat Show and I'm going to show you an Austrian built boat called the Frauscher Demon, and here she is in all her glory. So this is it's called the Demon 1414. The 14 refers to the length of the hull. It's a 14-metre boat. I don't know what the second 14 stands for. I think it's just, it sounds really cool, and that's what this boat just screams cool. It's called the Dark Side, which is an awesome name for a boat like this as well. It's actually been painted in an Audi colour apparently. It takes about 1,000 hours to paint the hull on one of these. They've got 7 different layers of paints and lacquers, and of course as an owner you can have whatever colour paint you want, but this one looks particularly attractive. Power on this is a couple of Volvo D6, 440 horsepower. This boat's capable of about 40 knots. But really think of it as a luxury day boat, not a performance boat, because this really does represent amongst the nicest environments you could possibly have for spending a day on. Big sun pad there. Underneath there is a tender garage. This particular boat has got a 2.4 metre tender with a little Torpedo electric engine, so you can feel clean inside for having electric propulsion. So let's just have a little look at this seating area. So a big sort of U-shape area, lovely quilting on the seats here, and we've got this table that can fold out and make into a large square dining area. See the big subwoofer speakers down there. Oh, I bet that sounds good. And then obviously access both on the port and the starboard. This particular boat has got the grey caulking on it. In terms of quality, this teak is 9mm thick apparently, so it's going to last a long time. Anyway, let's have a little look at what we've got here. So this particular area, lifted up, super heavy. We've got a sink in here, we've got an ice maker in the middle here, and then we've got a grill up there. But again, Frauscher are quite happy to change the configuration to suit exactly what the customer requires. Access to the bow of the boat up the side here, lovely great big wide steps. You can see though, no handrail. This boat is about the way it looks as well as the way it makes you feel, and it does look spectacular without really any sort of adornments on the front here. You can see there are 3 big hatches, and that's what gives us the light down below. We'll move down there in a minute and I'll show you what that's all about. These screens, bit of a sort of a trademark with the brand Frauscher. No surrounds, frameless screens, big pieces of, I guess, some kind of polycarbonate. Very nice. Back down into the cockpit. We'll have a look at the helm position. So, a couple of seats there. Usual sort of arrangement here with the bolsters. Down for sitting, leaning against it for standing. And then we've got the kind of joystick control system for the Volvo engines, so you can manoeuvre this boat on a sixpence. What's nice as well is all these dials, all these analog dials with these kind of cowls on them, look fantastic. And then the hull colour obviously carried through into this kind of console area. Does that one open? Oh yes it does, there you go. Odds and ends, places to store stuff. And then down here, your Fusion stereo control, and then another fridge. But look at that view out over the bow. That's cool, isn't it? Right, so down below, and this I think is going to surprise a lot of people. So really wide steps down, and suddenly you're in this kind of loft apartment feel. So lots of ambient lighting. Do you know what? I came down here the first time, I didn't even notice that there are no portholes. because it feels so light and natural down here. Let's say we've got these skylights up here, but there's no holes or glazing, if you like, in the hull side, but this works really, really well. That's a picture, by the way, of the founder of Frauscher. 1927, I think, was when they started making boats. Still in the same family in Austria, building boats. Pan round here, and this is our galley area. And I really think this is lovely. It's sink here, across here to a 2-burner hob. Big pull-out fridge there, well stocked for the boat show, well done. And then, this was quite funny actually, you'd be forgiven for thinking that it's a microwave, but it's not, it's actually a dishwasher. There you go. Do not put your pizza in there, or your spaghetti bolognese, and try to heat it, it'll come out all soggy. And then over here, it's almost like, yeah, it's almost like a private room for your onboard electrician to live. With your cabling. See the quality of the way it's all routed, all accessible, beautifully installed. But just pan around there again. How nice does that look? That table will drop down, and then that will make a very, very large double bed. One of the things that was pointed out to me is, if you look at the screw heads down here on the leg, every single one points north, south, east and west. Every single one is finished in exactly the same position. That's the level of detail and attention that the family and their team put into building this boat. It's quite extraordinary. Over here on the left hand side, big TV, and then we have 2 doors. Where should we go first? Let's try the right door, and we're into the heads. And what a generous bathroom this is. Bit of natural daylight coming in through the top. Nice big mirror on this wall here. And then down to sink, loo, and mirrors all around. Tell you what, you can really see the quality of all these mouldings. Oh, it's beautifully finished. So surprisingly large heads. But what is behind the other door? Da da da! A permanent berth. Now, I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up. This is, I would say, a super king size bed. It's like something from Austin Powers. It's enormous. It's a bed you need company for. If you woke up here alone, you'd wonder where you were, because you stretch out like a starfish and not touch either side. It's huge. It's absolutely enormous. A little bit of storage down the side, more storage up here. Really deep locker there, hanging locker. And again, this sort of ambient lighting treatment. So the cabin feels really light and bright and lovely. There we go, swing round and back out where we came from. So there you go. The 1414 Demon, an absolutely stunning looking boat. I think you'll agree on the outside. But actually, a surprisingly accommodating boat down below. So there you go. Frauscher, Austrian boat builder, been building boats for the best part of 100 years, and now you know what they look like. So thanks very much indeed for joining me on this little tour, this walkthrough. If you like it, give us a like, share, comment. Most importantly, come back and watch our next videos. Thanks very much for joining us on the Marine Channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.